I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the UP fair, man. I breathe that freezing air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Hi, this is Jim Islip with MSU Extension, and this is What's Up at UPREC on July 1st, 2020. Today we'll visit with Michelle Coleman about the weather station here at the center.
Hi, my name is Michelle Coleman and I am the Secretary at the Michigan State University Upper Peninsula Research and Extension Center. I am also considered an official weather observer for the National Weather Service. So every morning I come out to this station and take the weather. And I first will check the minimum temperature for the last 24 hours. This would be the high. Right here, we're at 90 for the high temperature for the day. And then I have to do the at observation temperature, which would be the temperature at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we have soil temperatures. This is temperature of soil at 4 inches. And this is the temperature at 8 inches. Okay, so this is the cylinder that records the precipitation for the last 24 hours. So if we had rain last night, I would take off the top, and inside we have this cone, and it would be filled with water, and I would use this measuring stick to determine how much water. So say if it was right here, it would be 0.9 inches of water. In the winter time, we leave this funnel off and the snow will go into this cylinder, and then we bring it in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, we bring it into the office and melt it. And then once the snow is melted, then we pour it into the cylinder and then measure the precipitation the same way as you do the rainfall. All right, this is the Fischer Porter system that was started with the National Weather Service. And it is solar activated. You can see the solar panel here. And if you take the top off, you can see where it collects the moisture. And the weight would go down. And then every 15 minutes, the moisture is downloaded into a computer that's inside here. This is a solar powered computer and it downloads every 15 minutes. And then once a month I have to take this disc and insert it. And then it'll automatically download the precipitation for the month. This is the Mon Station, which is Michigan Automated Weather Network, which we now call Enviroweather. 8 years ago it was switched over to Enviroweather because they sponsor it along with MSU Extension, MSU Ag Bio Research, and a Project Green grant. And the university is the one that does all the maintenance on this piece of equipment. It is generated by solar, but because we have no light in the winter, we had to do a battery backup. So now we can generate either rainfall, wind speed, wind direction, humidity. There's all kinds of information that you can get from this station. Now, the only thing I have to do with this station is once in a while I will go over here, lift the top, and just make sure there aren't any spider webs inside the cone. This is where the precipitation goes into. And this collects data every hour. So when you go on to that website, it'll give you an hourly.
Here we're viewing the online homepage for the Enviroweather system. The yellow dots represent locations of weather stations similar to the one at UPREC. By clicking on one of the locations, you get access to the information from that weather station. we'll click on the UPREC site at Chatham. The site includes comprehensive ag weather information for each location. Several tools specific to the various crops are included. For example, under field crops, a tool for helping determine the best time to harvest alfalfa can be accessed. Recent and long-term weather history is available. By clicking on the Weather Station at Chatham hot link, we can see daily or hourly details on air and soil temperature, relative humidity, wind, solar energy, and potential evapotranspiration. The information on this site can be very valuable for insect and disease prediction, plant development estimates, documenting extreme weather events, and several other functions. This is another weather station here at UPREC. The center hosts a site for this NOAA weather station. NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And the data from this weather station is not included on the Enviroweather site. It records local weather data as part of a nationwide climate monitoring system. Multiple weather stations in each state provide information useful in assessing climate change. The staff at UPREC does minimal amount of maintenance for this facility here, and NOAA receives all the data automatically. That's what's up at UPREC on July 1st, 2020. Hope to see you again next time. I'm in the Fayette, Fairport, Faithhorn, Iron Mountain, Flat Rock, Freda, Ishpeming, Tri-Mountain, Kearney, Pelkey, Champion, Meriwether, Grand Marais, Perkins, Pine Stump, Ford River, Green Garden, Foster City, Massachusetts, Copper City, Blaney Park.